So last month, my roommate Kevin announced to our friend group that he was going back to his roots and taking up the time-honored tradition of artisanal pickling. I thought this meant maybe a couple of jars of cucumbers in the fridge, you know, like a normal person. But by the end of week 1, our apartment looked like a fermentation-themed episode of Hoarders. There were jars everywhere, in the kitchen, on the windowsill, in the bathroom, don't ask, and one particularly sinister-looking vat labeled simply experimental. The only thing more abundant than the glass was the smell. Our home now perpetually reeked of dill, vinegar, and what I can only describe as the ghost of sandwiches past. At first, I tried to be supportive. I sampled a few pickles, garlic dill, spicy Szechuan, even one with what I'm pretty sure was an entire bouquet of rosemary jammed inside. But then Kevin started pickling things that had no business being pickled. Carrots? Sure. Pineapple? Questionable. Slices of cold pizza? Now he was just showing off. I started to worry when I found my comb submerged in a mason jar with a bay leaf and some peppercorns. When confronted, Kevin just shrugged and said, "You never know until you brine it." My only refuge was my bedroom, but even that was short-lived. One night, I woke up to a soft plopping sound and discovered Kevin had installed a fermentation station right outside my door, complete with a burping airlock that sounded like a frog with indigestion. I became desperate. I tried lighting candles, spraying air fresheners, even hanging car fresheners from the ceiling, but all I succeeded in doing was creating the world's first dill and new car-scented living space. My friends stopped visiting, my clothes smelled like a sandwich shop, and my hair now had the texture of a slightly moist pickle spear. Finally, after a month of living in what can only be described as a briny hell, I snapped. I confronted Kevin and begged him to stop. He looked at me, solemn as a cucumber before the plunge, and said, "Hey man, I get it. This has been a big deal for you. So now, the only thing sourer than the brine is my attitude, and I've learned that sometimes, you just have to let things go before you get yourself into a real pickle."